Hi everybody, welcome. It's Michelle Newton here, the Aussie Angel Lady, with your daily angel message and news about the Money Attraction Program. So would love to know who's on the page tonight on the live call. I'm going to do a little message. I'll wait for a few people to jump on before I get into the cards. I'll just shuffle away. Please like and share the stream. Give me some hearts. Let me know you're here and what country you're from. That would be really, really lovely. So we've got a couple of people on now, so that's beautiful. Hey Tanya, how are you? I'm getting all organised for the program. Our first night tomorrow night. It's so exciting. Really looking forward to it. I've done a heap of work today. So it is going to be amazing. Quite a few people here. We'll do our daily message before I start talking about it, using the Angel Feather Oracle for our message today. Hi Belinda. So it's not too late to join us. There's 4 hours to get your seat. There's a couple of seats left. Would love you in the program. The link is in the description. I'll pop it in the comments as well. These are taking ages, and I've got an amazing manifesting story I want to share with you in a moment. Restored health and healing. This is great. The emerald green angel feather archangel Raphael is around us, also the colour of money. The healing angels have heard your prayers for improved health. They are sending healing rays of green light to assist you, a loved one to heal physical or mental conditions, and it can be on your money as well, healing your finances, which we're aiming to do with the Money Attraction Program. And here we go, the fuchsia angel feather, which is a new lifestyle or home. So lots of love around your home today. The angels would like to inform you that it's time to commence some preparations for a change in lifestyle or residence, or it can be a change in the energy of your home. It can be changing things in the home, decluttering. It can be bringing more beauty to your home. It can be renovating, extensions, painting, all that sort of stuff. So very loving energy around your home today. So, as I said, thank you very much. Please like and share the stream. I'm forever grateful when you do on the page. The Money Attraction Program starts tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Australian time. There is a couple of places left. It will close at midnight. So, because there's a lot of work getting you into the closed group and getting you an email sent, and it doesn't just happen, people. Let me tell you this. I've been chasing people that don't open their emails, because the next thing they know, if they're not in the group, they won't see the link. They'll say, well, I didn't know about it. Anywho, and the more people that are in it, of course, the more work there is. So there is a few places left. I would love you in it. I'll pop the link into the comments. This is a program, okay? It's not something that you're going to go magically click your fingers. Oh, you could. You could, if you were good at it, really, really good at it, you could click your fingers and go bang. I've manifested something hugely amazing. I've been working on this for years and years and years. And I've done many programs. I've worked with coaches, mentors, and I've read hundreds of books, listen to heaps of live things. So this is like an accumulation of all the things that I've learned and all the things that I've actually done myself over the years to attract more money into my life, and beautiful things as well. So it's a program. So there's 8 calls in it. There's 1 call per month, because the idea of it is you do the call. There will be a meditation recorded in the call that you will then go and listen to every day. There's also homework to do. So it's not hard. It's not like doing a thesis, for God's sakes, but there's homework, because you have to do your own work. So when you join the program, you're making a commitment to change your life. You're making a commitment to get yourself out of Struggle Street, to get yourself out of Povo Land. That's what I call it. But it doesn't happen overnight, and it does take some committed effort. And only you can do that. I can give you the tools and the building blocks, but only you can put the work in to change your situation. And you've really got to want to do it. So people that are saying, I don't have the money, they're not ready. And they don't want to change. And that's just the bottom line. And that's absolutely fine, because if you're happy where you are, stay there. It's no trouble at all. It doesn't affect me. But I would love to help the people who actually would really like to change their lives and would really like to have more money and have more success and have more lovely things, because that's what God wants you to have. Truly. Did you know there was millionaires in the Bible? Yes, there is. if you really know, there is truly millionaires in the Bible. We're going to talk about that in the program. And hey, Andrea, and welcome to the program. So it's work to do. It's going to work on yourself, and the more you put into it, the more you will get out of it. Hey, Mel, how are you, beautiful? So you need to make a commitment. So really, it is a program. It's an 8-month program. If there was a magical way of doing it, well, there'd be multimillionaires overnight. You could do that if you wanted to. If you had the skills, you could actually do that if you really believed and knew how to work it. But like for most people, it's a process. And that's what this program is. You're going to learn new skills. You'll put them into action. And every time you slip back into your old ways, you will pick yourself up, because everybody will run different programs towards money and different programs towards poverty. Yeah. Earth angels have huge problems with money, huge problems with it, because we will slip back into martyrdom very quickly. We'll slip back into being the saint, into trying to please everybody, not putting ourselves first, wanting to give everything and not receive anything. And that's very much what we're going to be working on, because, to be rich, you actually can't operate at that level. Not in this lifetime anyway. When you were saint whoever, you could, or when you were, martyr whoever, you could do it, but not this lifetime. You're here to learn to be rich. Hi, Joe. How are you? So it is going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be something that you'll use for the rest of your life, that you'll be able to continue to work on after the program's finished. It'll finish in January 2020, where we'll do our final call, and we will launch into 2020 with a very different attitude towards money and a very different place. God willing, and I better charge my phone because it's about to go flat, so hold the flippin' bus, people. Hang on, I'll move you a little bit, might make you a little bit seasick, so pardon me. If anyone's got any questions about the Money Attraction Program, please let me know. You've got 4 hours to get your seat, and then it will be gone. No more, not tomorrow, no more. I'm going to teach you powerful scripts to say. I'm going to teach you how to get yourself into alignment, how to protect yourself, how to amplify your energy, and so many things. So it's going to be like building blocks. We're not going to do it all the first night. We've got to make a start somewhere. I'm going to teach you so much in this class. It's just going to be amazing, and I can't wait to see what I'm going to manifest, because I've already had a manifestation. I'm a magical manifester, and if you don't know what I've manifested over the years, you need to click the link, because it tells you in the page. But today I put out there several months ago, actually, and you've got to understand that divine timing is everything, and you've got to understand that God works his miracles in the way that he wants to work them. So the beauty is it's $188 Australian. So if you're international, you won't pay GST, and the currency conversion, it'll drop it right down, because the Australian dollar is awful. So we need to do some money attraction for Aussies. Click the link, Beck, and it'll tell you all about it. So I looked, it was a few months ago when Elton John announced that he was going to come out to Australia, and I have always loved Elton John. I can tell you I've loved Elton John. I love his music. I love the piano. I actually play the piano by ear like Elton John. Not as good as him, though. I can tell you I'm pretty ordinary compared to him. But anyway, have a bash at the old ivories. And I've just always loved Elton John. And when I heard he was coming out to Australia, I thought, I can see myself sitting in a chair at that concert. I so want to see Elton John. Now, in life, there's 2 things. There's excitement and there's regrets. Okay? And that's a fact. I'll tell you about one of my regrets. And in a way, this regret came through because it actually manifested me something absolutely out of this world. Another person that I've absolutely loved is Dr. Wayne Dyer. And I so wanted to go and see Dr. Wayne Dyer, and I so saw myself sitting in that chair. However, the first time I was going to see Dr. Wayne Dyer was when 9/11 happened and they bombed the plane went into the tower. So they pulled all the authors from coming out from America to Australia. So I was so sad. Then they didn't come out for quite a while. And the next time that he was coming out to Australia, you are not going to believe it. And I so wanted to be there, but I actually couldn't go. And that's because it was the weekend I opened the AOK Healing Centre. I opened that, and deep down I was so sad because I just physically could not get to it. It was just literally, it wasn't an excuse. If you're going to put a magical manifestation out into the world, like opening an amazing healing centre that was one of the most magical manifestations I've ever got, you've got to be there, people. You've got to put your energy in. You can't, even though it was something I really wanted to do, I couldn't do it because I had to be present in the centre that weekend that it opened. Why wouldn't I be? It'd be like running away from the most amazing manifestation in your life. However, and I just thought, oh my God, that's probably going to be one of the biggest regrets of my life, because he passed away 2 weeks later. I was so sad when he died. Anyway, it was several years after I opened the centre, and it was a messenger that came in and said to me, are you going to Hawaii to Doreen Virtue's last, I also love Doreen Virtue's last course. I was already an angel intuitive trained in Queensland. And it was at a point in time where I actually had some money. We'd sold our house. We were in between homes. We were going to build or deciding what we were going to do. And I thought, and it was in Maui. And that's where Dr. Wayne Dyer lived. And it was and I'm not a traveller, as a lot of you know. At this point in time, I prefer to be in my nice little home, my nice little office in my nice little town. I don't really desire to travel. I'm not saying I won't ever not desire to travel, but at this point in time, in the last 56 years, I haven't desired to travel much. So that's not going to be a driving force for me. But a driving force for me to go was, number one, to see Doreen Virtue again for the very last time in America. And to see, and it was in Maui, and that's where Dr. Wayne Dyer lived. And to go and connect with his spirit. And the most amazing thing happened, and I'm going to share this story with you. I went, it all fell into place, course of least resistance, of course. A few years before this happened, I fell in love again with a painting. And I pursued every avenue. So just because you pursue it and it doesn't come, it can be timing. I pursued every avenue to purchase that painting to use on an oracle card deck. And I was blocked at every point. Every point I was blocked. The actual artist, this painting was in Hawaii. The artist was very, very ill. She was elderly and she was very ill, and they would not let me near her. They guarded me with they just said, no, we will not go to her with this. She is far too ill. She may even die. And I said, okay, that's fine. I let it go. I let go and I let God. So the night before I went to go to Hawaii, I had this thought, I think that art gallery was in Hawaii somewhere. So I went to my collection, my filing cabinet, because I write notes, and as you know, I'm a writer, so I always write notes. And I went back through, found the email correspondence, and sure enough, there was an address there, and it was in Hawaii. So I wrote the address down, didn't think another thing of it. So we got to Honolulu, never thought again of it. Never thought about it again. It wasn't until we got to Maui, and we were going down on the bus, down the street to have a look around, that I saw the sign. I said to my husband, that art gallery's in this street. And I thought to myself, oh my God, this art gallery's in this street. And when we went to the art gallery, oh my God, I'm not into art. I wouldn't know one painting from another, but I know I fell in love with that angel painting. And I went into this, and I've never been actually stood in a place and been so gobsmacked in my whole life. My mouth was open. There was a Russian painter. I'll never forget this. He was had paintings of roses, and the water on the roses looked like it was actually dripping down. I've never seen anything like it in my whole entire life. That day was the most amazing day. The long story short was that, I talked to the lady in the art gallery and I said to her, I explained to her, I said, I'm looking for a painting. I knew exactly what I want. I was as clear as a bell. I fell in love with it, and I knew that I actually wanted to manifest that painting years ago, and I thought it was all gone out the window. And she looked and I said, and you wouldn't speak to at the time the lady was very ill, and you wouldn't speak to her and you wouldn't let me purchase that. And she looked at me and it was her. I knew it was her. And she goes, oh, just bear with me. There was a limited edition run-off print of the original. Now, the original was worth $30,000 US. I actually didn't have that money. And, you know, I was there to get the rights to print it. She said, well, there's a limited edition print number of this, but I don't think we've got any left, and we haven't got any of her paintings in the gallery at the moment because we're exhibiting this Russian man. And she said, and please don't ask me to go there with him because he's got no English and he's a little bit obstropolous. She said, and I'm just not doing it. So that's fair enough. But my God, his paintings were, I've never seen anything like it. Unbelievable. And anyway, so she comes back down and she goes, you're not going to believe this. And I'm thinking, just try me. She said, I have the very last limited edition print left for purchase. I said, well, what I actually want is the print rights to this painting. And she goes, I'll have to go into discussions with her. She said she's very elderly. She's a little bit, airy-fairy. And she said, leave it with me. She'd go and have some lunch, do something else, come back. And we went back. The long story short was that we secured the print rights of I bought the final print version, the last in supply in the world. And we secured the print rights to this painting for my next door. It hasn't been released yet. It's been sitting for 2 years. I never went to Hawaii to see Doreen Virtue, even though I did, and it was amazing. I went to get the painting and the print rights. Can you see how magical this is when you follow your guidance, when you trust in the angels and you listen to the messengers that show up in your life? It is phenomenal. Another thing that happened, they got me there because they knew I loved Doreen Virtue and they knew how strong a connection I had with the angels. That was the premise. They got me there. I had no idea I was going there to secure the rights to this painting. I had no idea. I carried that painting home with so much love under my arm onto that plane, and it came home with me, and it's in my office above my head as we speak. The first lunch break of the first day of Doreen's class, here's the story I'm getting back. I always go around, but I always get back to the point. I was standing, I did not know one single soul in that room. Mind you, let me tell you that I actually read for a lady the other day who was in the room. She was an angel intuitive. She went from Australia. She was in the room. I read for her the other day. I had no idea. That was years ago. It was lunchtime. Knew not a soul. It's just the energy is just so amazing. I loved it. This girl come up. This woman. She was American. She came up and she stood there and she looked at me and she goes, oh my God, you made it. And I looked, I thought, I'm looking around thinking, who's she talking to? She goes, oh my God, you made it. I go, are you talking to me? She goes, yeah, you made it. And I go, yeah, I made it, but I don't know you. She goes, I know you. I go, how do you know me? She goes, I've met you at Wayne Dyer's seminars. I go, oh, don't say that. I said, that's the biggest regret of my life. I never got to go to Wayne Dyer's seminars. And she's looking at me. She goes, I have met you at Wayne Dyer's seminars. I'm thinking something strange is going on here. She was adamant. She said, I know you. I've met you at Wayne Dyer's seminars. I thought, okay, rightio. But I haven't been to a Wayne Dyer's seminar. I don't talk because I want to cry because I didn't even get to go. She goes, no, I've met you. I know you. You've been there. I thought, okay, rightio. I said, I really want to connect with Wayne's energy. And over there, they were so sad. It was 12 months after he died. And they were all still really, really sad. And he actually, let me share this with you. The motel where the big motel thing, where this seminar was, that Doreen had her seminar, was where Wayne died. Now, Wayne didn't die in his apartment that overlooked the beach in Maui, because the apartment block was all being renovated. He had to go and get a room at this motel. True story. So she told me where he lived. She told me exactly what unit that overlooked the beach, where it was. She told me his favourite place to go and eat. So I connected with him through his unit. I went and sat in the restaurant in Maui where he used his favourite place to eat. Can you believe that? So this is how the universe works. This is how you manifest. This is how you get into the flow. This is how you become the law of attraction. Do you think that's an amazing story? It's a true story. So they got me there on the premise of the angel stuff. I never went. I did go to connect with Wayne Dyer. I did. I went. The big thing I went for was to get that painting, to get the last limited edition signed, autographed, limited edition print, and the print rights to go on my next oracle. That is a true story. That's how this works. All about divine timing. Let me share going back to my story about Elton John. I loved Elton John. You see the love. There's these hearts. Love is really huge in the energy of manifesting. I went to get this ticket for Elton John because I could see myself there. Everything was blocked. It was going to be on the 10th of December, my wedding anniversary this year. And I thought, that's a beautiful date. That is a great date for me to go down. Take Birdie down with me. We'll have a celebration for our anniversary. We'll go and see Elton. No. Every time I went to buy a ticket, no. Couldn't get a ticket. I was actually I should have been able to buy tickets on on Telstra, because I'm a Telstra customer. You can get pre-release tickets. I could only buy one. I didn't want to go on my own. Why would I want to buy one? Blocked at everything. I thought, oh God, I can't just buy one. This is just ridiculous. I'm not a person to go somewhere on my own. So that's okay. That was blocked. I couldn't get them on the Ticketek side. I went down to the Ticketek office in Shepparton. No, nothing left. And then I was looking at tickets of like $1,000, and I thought, oh gosh, I don't know about that, So I thought, okay. Then my youngest son jumps into the picture and he says, Mum, I'd like to go to Elton John too. And I said, I really want to go to Elton John. He goes, yeah, well, I'd like to go. I'll go with you, Mum. I thought, okay, that's beautiful. Okay, that's aligning. But I couldn't get the tickets. And in the back of my mind was running, you're going to be too busy in December. It's just a fact. The AOK Healing Centre is going to be busy, busy, busy. It's Christmas. It's busy. It's our busiest time of the year. You put energy into a manifestation, you've got to be in it. Again, same thing happening. And I thought, oh, gosh. Then he says, look, there's the, at Rutherglen, there's on the field, he'll be there. And I thought, oh, I don't want to do that. I knew I didn't want to do that. It's January or whatever. It could be 42 degrees. It could be raining. It could be as hot as hell. And getting to Rutherglen and back, the traffic would be from hell. I said, I've got no desire to do that. I can see myself sitting in a seat in an enclosed, heated, air-conditioned, whatever building. Nice. In Melbourne. I was very clear about where I could sit. So I let go and let God. I got a bit sad. You okay? Okay, I'm sad about that. I'm going to loosen and release and let go of the sadness because that will hold back the manifestation. I'm going to let that go. Maybe someone's going to give me a ticket. Maybe someone's going to sell me a ticket. I'm going to get out of the road. I'm going to let God bring it to me because I'm going to Elton John. Come hell or high water, I'm going to see him in Melbourne in Australia in his final tour. So, below and behold, the story continues. My son rings me last night. Actually, he texts me. It was about 11:30 at night. I'm still working. He goes, hey, Mum, guess what? Elton's released a new concert at Amy Park Stadium on the 20th of February 2020. What do you reckon? Will we go? He said, there looks like there's seats for 136 or something. I said, oh God, you're kidding me. So anyway, I got onto it today, and of course those seats are all gone. We had to pay a lot more, but you know what? I've got my seat. My son is coming with me. He wanted to make that a moment with him, and his girlfriend's coming as well. So there's 3 of us going. Let me tell you, what is the number of my seat, of my ticket? Someone have a guess. What number? You're probably not going to. We'll be here forever. The number of the seat is 488. It's a blessing from the angels. It's 488. Now, it wasn't 11:11. That would have been cooler. It was 488. I've been so excited. I've barely been able to concentrate on the money attraction program because I've manifested my seat at Elton John. Oh my God, in February. February's a quieter month. It's going to be, it'll be summer. It'll be easy. It'll be so much easier. It'll be daylight saving. Oh my God, praise the Lord. It is. I'm so excited that I'm not going to have the regret of not seeing Elton. So there you go. So my Dr. Wayne Dyer story is no longer a regret because apparently I've been there. Anyway, this woman just would not have it that I haven't been to a Wayne Dyer, Wayne Dyer, what do you call it? Seminar. So I must have astral travelled or something, because she was absolutely no way was she having that I wasn't at several of his seminars. And she showed me, I connected with him on a huge level. It was amazing spiritual experience being in Maui. And it was all under the shadow, or they'll get you there because you think that they know what you love. But it was here's the deal in this. They sent someone into my centre who was one of my students. She walked in and she said to me, "Are you going to Hawaii in 3 weeks' time?" I go, "What the hell are you talking about, Annie?" She said, "Doreen's last..." I didn't even know. I don't follow people. I'm busy enough in my own world. I didn't have a clue that it was her last course. I had no idea. I had to go home. My husband, I had to have the money to book the flights, which we did. Rare occasion, but we did at that point. I had to say yes. I just not long opened the centre. This was in I don't know where I could have astral travelled anywhere to Wayne Dyer. He spoke all over the world. Not necessarily. I actually went to Hawaii to connect with him. Lisa, what was I saying? I've lost my train of thought. Doesn't matter. I can't think. Someone remind me. Tap here. It'll come back. I was talking about this woman. Anyway, you have to say yes. It's divine timing. If I had not said yes, that's right. That was, Wayne died 2 weeks after we opened the centre. This was we went to Hawaii in about October. It was actually the end of October. It was AFL Grand Final. We watched the AFL Grand Final there. So the centre had only been open 5 months. I actually did have to say yes. At that time, I had to leave the centre in the hands of my beautiful sister, which I trust with my life anyway. But I had to say yes for everything to line up. So you have to be in alignment with your manifestations. I'm going to teach you all of this in the class. I manifested a ticket to Elton John. I'm so excited. I am so grateful. If I hadn't have answered that text, it's all these if you don't follow, if you don't act on things. If I hadn't have got up this morning and acted on it, I put on my credit card because my son's about to go overseas and his girlfriend's about to go over to Fiji. So, we had to help it all out, to make it happen. But, there's a way to make it happen. There's a way to make it happen. Whatever you want to do in life, you can make it happen. And you have to be really clear about what you want to bring in. So I didn't manifest a ticket to Rutherglen because I did not want to go there. Not that there's anything wrong with Rutherglen, but it's just a small country road and there'll be hundreds and hundreds of cars, and I just don't want to do that. And I didn't want to be outside and he's only going to play a little bit. He's not going to play a full concert. It's on the green. There'll be all other people. I don't want to listen to them. I want to go and see Elton. Yeah. Go Annie. Go me. Go angels. Go God. Good on you. So that's how it works. I can't wait for tomorrow night. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait for what I'm going to manifest because I know there'll be big things. And it's really, really exciting when you know how to tap in to this. And you've got to do the work, people. Because if you're sick of being what's going on in your life, you've got to change it. You've got to be committed, number one. Don't do it if you're not going to be committed. If you're not going to be committed, it won't work. You can buy it, but you won't do it. How many people buy courses and don't do them? This is not just a course. This is a program. This is a program. This is going to take effort and commitment on your part. I'm committed. I'm going to be there. I'm always committed to my work. But, you know, you need to be able to commit to this, to be able to do the work. Don't say it doesn't work if you haven't done the work. You know, I do this every single day, without failure. I do this every day. That's why I can manifest at the rate I do. Had a little speech, but a little story to go with it, and that's what I love to do. And because you teach through stories, you show people pictures in their mind of what they can do. Okay, so Michelle, today I made $600 selling copper. Well, are you in the course, Shazza? Get in the course. Woohoo! Congratulations. That's amazing. So, and that's what I've been teaching you in the closed group, the Manifesting Prosperity and Abundance for Spiritual Women. Girls, if you're not in the group, excellent. Get in the group because I've been teaching you this stuff for free. But now we're getting into the nitty gritty now, and this is about making a commitment to change your life for the better, and bigger the better. So get your seat. 4 hours, midnight, it's gone. Okay, unless you have a prior arrangement with me. So, but the deadline is midnight tonight on PayPal, everybody. So I would love you in the class. I did not come from a silver spoon. I didn't. I had to learn how to do this. And you're your own worst enemy when it comes to manifesting and the law of attraction, I can tell you. And you need to learn how to do it. And there's a process and there's a program, and it's called the Money Attraction Program. And there's nothing wrong with money. As I said, there's multiple millionaires in the Bible, and there's actually a billionaire in the Bible. God actually wanted us to be rich, not povo. That's our doing. Okay, so have an amazing night. I'll pop the link into the comments. But you know, what you put in is what you'll get out, truly. And I do this work every day. Not just haphazard, no. Because I'm looking to teach my sons how it's done. You know, I said to my son today, and we're booking the tickets, we're worth it. We're going diamond. We're diamond seats. We're worth it. I want to go. You know, when you're worth it and you value what you are, who you are as a person, you value the value that that's going to bring us, the memory that that's going to bring us, the memory that that's going to bring us. Me going with my youngest son to that concert is a memory, and you cannot put a monetary value on that. That is worth millions, because we will never forget that night. He will never forget that night. His girlfriend, who God willing is going to be his wife one day, who I adore, will never forget that night. It's a memory that is worth millions. Do you see how this works? Amazing. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for you being here. I'm grateful for the work I do. I'm grateful to be able to connect with the angels in a powerful way. I'm grateful to be able to manifest the way I do. And I'm grateful because my manifestations bring so many people so much love, so much happiness, and so much health. Through our healing center, through our salt room, through my oracle card decks, through my apps, through my meditations, whatever it is that's God's work. And I'm just the messenger of him through the work. You know, it's true. People have I've given people these cards at expos in my healing center. They've carried them with them. I see them 10 years later, they come back in and say, I haven't lost, I've still got your card. And it's all frayed and bent and everything. And they haven't let go of it because it's given them hope. It's given them trust. It's given them love. And they know that it's powerful. Okay? You're a powerful being. Be a powerful human. Don't be a boring povo human that whinges and complains. Seriously. I teach you all this. It's going to be amazing. So we've got quite a few business owners in the class, which is great because it's going to help their businesses take fire. We've only got one man. So, God, boys, where are you? Where are my male followers on the page? Get in this class because you're going to love it. Yeah, I know I've focused mainly on women because 95% of my audience is women, and that's why I did the closed group just for women, because women have got so much stuff. God, why do you think men can be successful and more powerful in the world? Because, you know, they're better at it, girls. That's just a fact. But not anymore, because women are stepping up now. It was just that women have been, you know, in society, in history, have been, unfortunately, haven't been seen to be as powerful as men. And that's just the way it was. You know, God, how long did it take women to get paid? How long did it take women to be able to vote? You know, it was just the way it was. So we get over ourselves and now we become powerful yet very gentle in our power. We don't have to be male. We don't have to focus so much on our male energy that we become overbearing and scary. You know what I mean? It took me a long while to learn that, especially when I first started my business, that I could be a powerful woman but maintain my gentleness. You know, I didn't have to, because I spent years in nursing, 30 years going head to toe with male doctors and the hierarchy and fighting like a guy. I learned very quickly that it wasn't going to work for me in business. I could still be extremely good businesswoman, actually an amazing businesswoman, but come to it when I stepped into it, into the male energy, it didn't go well for me. It brought conflict. I didn't like it. It's no good. So you've got to be able to be a powerful businesswoman and use your femininity as well. Okay. Thank you for being here. I cannot wait for tomorrow night. I have been working all day. I've been working on it for ages, but I've been working all day on it as well today, in amongst buying an Elton John ticket. Number 488, no less. How excitement is that? And yes, I can't wait for that, and I can't wait for the magical things. The girls in the group have been manifesting at the rate of knots because they're starting to learn how it all works. Judy, you've got a voucher to use if you want to join the class, $25 voucher. Contact me if you want to use it. Yeah, so there you go. That's my stories. Wayne Dyer, Doreen Virtue, Elton John. What more could you want in a night? Michelle Newton. Awesome. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.